And so when the meeting over, Silk went ahead, selected two of his homies to put the work in to go on the mission with him, right? One of them was a chubby, light-skinned nigga. The other one was a short, dark-skinned nigga with waves in his head, right? Now, the little dark-skinned nigga was a car thief, naturally. So that was the mission he gave him. Boy, go ahead, grab a stolo, come back. And the light-skinned nigga, they used to keep the street sweeper in his house, in the basement. So he tell him, look, go retrieve that, come back. Light-skinned shorty like, what you want me to carry then? Silk leave out the porch, go in the house, come back out with a duffel bag. Big-ass duffel bag. Hand him that. They piece each other up, do the little blood handshake, and part ways. Now, Silk, the big homie sitting on the porch, taking it all in. It's time to show these niggas what we made of. Homie just died in his arms. Fuck that. So Silk get the bright idea, fuck it. We gonna get off the wet tonight. You don't know what wet is? That's cigarettes dipped in embalming fluid. Now that's not a thing in Baltimore. Never have been. It's more of a DC thing, PG County thing, right? But back in the day, see, the only niggas in the city that had boat was from my projects, Howland Ridge Boys. They brought that to the city back then. It ain't last long, but niggas was on it. Definitely niggas from my way. But anyway, see, Silk had been low-key fucking with the boat because he know niggas from down my projects. He was dipping and dabbing on the Lodo. So after about an hour, his homeboys get back to his spot around the same time, like 10 minutes apart. Little dark-skinned shorty went and got them a little Honda, Stolo, with the cruddy tints on it. The shorty parked that bitch up the street and walked down to his house, so they don't park it right in front of his house. And 10 minutes later, the chubby light-skinned nigga with the teardrop on his face, he swing the corner with the duffel bag. The street sweeper in that bitch. They up on the porch. So they was in all black because he told them don't wear no red. Now they sitting on the porch. Silk whip out the cigarettes. Pass each one of his homies a cigarette. But they looking at him like, what you give me this for? He get to telling them like, man, they dipped, that's boat. Just don't hit it too hard. That shit gonna have you on that level, it's gonna have your mind right. We gonna go take care of this shit. So they sat there on the porch, lighting the cigarettes off of each other's cigarette. Smoking that boat. They go hop in the Stolo. Now, Silk gave a little dark-skinned shorty a Glock with extended on it. And he get a fat light-skinned nigga the Tech 22, small caliber. Now, they sitting in the whip before they pull off. Silk get to telling them like, yo, we gonna pull up on they block. We ain't aiming around nobody. Whoever out there get it. On either side of the street, they getting it. Them boys is like, that's what it is. These niggas high out they mind off that boat. They get to pulling off the block, go over 3 streets. It wasn't nothing but 3 streets over. But it was a little distance. I'm making the distance seem like it was walking distance, but it was like 3 nice streets over. But anyway, they pulled up at the bottom of them boys' block. They bail out the whip, leave the engine running. They lift the ski masks up on their face, get the tiptoeing up the block. Silk, big ass SK on him. So he crouched down low with that blower. It was 2 niggas with their backs towards them. They was leaned up against a gate smoking, conversating and smoking. So Silk and his homeboys, they creep behind the car. He said they was back there bitch checking their shit, make sure they shit right. Then at the count of 3, he said they popped out from behind the car, all 3 of them, with them flamethrowers. Silk said he yell out, fuck popping, blood, what's popping, blood? And he said when he say that, the niggas that had their backs to him turned around like, fuck. He said when the niggas spun around, he noticed one of the Crip niggas up the chopper. And in unison, them boys get the blowing. Flatline them niggas instantly. But the gate that they was leaned up against, it was a porch house. Motherfuckers get to running out the front door. Silk said they get to shooting the porch up. Motherfuckers trying to get back in the house through the door. Silk said once they see that, they take off. Let's go, let's go. They hop back in the Stolo. Skirt. Go put the heats up. Take the car to the garage, wipe the car down. Then abandon the whip. When it was all said and done, they left 2 bodies on that block and 4 attempt murders. Because when they shot that porch up, a couple females got hit. Shit was all over the news. Now, Silk said his little dark-skinned homie that went on the mission with him got cold feet. I ain't gonna say cold feet, I'm gonna say he got the jitters. After the mission was over, he went and moved down south. But the case kept popping up on the news and shit. So long story short, Silk and light-skinned shorty ends up getting booked. Because, well, the block they did the shooting on was photo enforced. Camera got the license plate to the Stolo. So when the police tracked the Stolo down, they lifted prints out of the car. They ain't wiped the car down good enough. Got all 3 of their fingerprints out of that Stolo. Only thing was, dark-skinned shorty that moved down south, he made out because he had never been locked up before, never been fingerprinted. So they didn't know who he was. They just had his prints. Well, you already know how they do. Once they lift your prints, they come, raid your house. They was stashing the guns that they used on the mission at light-skinned shorty baby mother house. Him and his baby mother didn't live together. He wasn't staying there. He was keeping them at her house, thinking that was a slick move. But it wasn't, because right after they raided his house, they raided his baby mother house. And bingo, They got the street sweeper, the Tech 22, and the Glock. All three of them was in the same place. Same ass duffel bag. Niggas didn't wipe the guns off. High off that boat. Did a horrible job at wiping the car down. Silk and light-skinned shorty ends up getting double life. Plus 300 and something years. No, it was 200 and something years. My bad, it was 200 and something years. Ain't no fucking difference. But anyway, dark-skinned shorty down south somewhere loving his life until he get locked up for something that is. Back to Maryland you go, buddy.